To enter the Brawl Stars World Finals, you have to be one of the best Brawl Stars players. You have to train constantly and be really good with upcoming news, knowing how to draft and how to play like a pro. Now, there's a lot of videos about that, but there's one thing specific that no video exists on the platform. And today, as one of the coaches for the esports teams, I am gonna learn you on how to lane in Brawl Stars. Now you're gonna probably ask, okay, what the heck is laning? Well, in short form, laning is when your team is picking 3 brawlers versus another team. In this situation, it's 2v2, but if you're playing with an esports team, it's gonna be 3v3. So it's actually gonna be picking the brawler you want to face in the place where you want to face to get the biggest advantage. Now, let's look at this situation. Now, we're facing versus a Colette and an Edgar. Surge can easily take down the Edgar, but he can't quite take down easily the Colette, while I can hide behind my turret and my gadget, which can easily make me win versus the Colette. And that is exactly how I lane versus this matchup. Now, I'm going to show you 2 video clips. One is actually for you to learn how to lane, and the second one is for you to see proper laning. So let's start it. First, let's look at this situation. We're facing versus a BB and a Colette. Now, BB is really good versus this Brock, since the Brock will die easily, and I'm not really good versus this Colette. The Brock is better versus the Colette. So the Brock should lane versus the Colette since he'll have better range and ammo, and I should lane versus the BB to help my Brock and support him. Now, obviously the Brock finishes the Colette, which allows us to actually destroy the BB and kill her, luckily. I killed the BB, Brock kills the Colette. It's all actually a really good laning. So since now we know, we should probably lane good. Unfortunately, we make a few mistakes here, which is bad, since now BB is pushing us, and I can't support my Brock. And my Brock does not look like he actually could have played good. And the BB scores. Now, the Brock knows he's bad versus the BB, so he'll probably first destroy the BB, but I won't let him. I'll help him destroy the BB, and unfortunately, since I cannot hear him and tell him what to do, he unfortunately dies and we cannot face them properly. Luckily, the Brock is alive and easily Brock can double kill. Since we lost with the Brock, let's show you a clip where we can actually win. Now looking at this matchup, I can see that the Mortis and Rico can kill me easily, unlike the Cordelius, which I can place my gadget and just quickly tap him. So I'm gonna try to land the right bush, since I guess the Cordelius is gonna be, since he's on the right side, aka his left side. Okay, since now we actually know the plan, I'm gonna go right side. The 8-bit is a really good DPS player, so he can go to the middle. I see the Cordelius and I'm trying to scout him. With my gadget, I can easily find him, and the Cordelius is loses, and I'm winning my lane. Now, I could kill the Rico, but the Rico actually won't do much if I kill him or not. Rather, I have to focus on the 2 new players who have spawned. Again, I'm gonna bully the Cordelius, since he actually could do some damage to us. I win my lane versus the Cordelius, but not versus the Rico, unfortunately. Luckily, our 8-bit is actually good, and he wins the lane. Now, the next thing's next. We have to think fast, and I see the Cordelius. Again, I'm gonna bully him, because I'm winning against Cordelius. I actually know how to lane versus him. I'm gonna spawn the Mortis, since it's gonna allow us to recharge and get more HP. Luckily, our Leon is going versus the Cordelius, and Leon should win versus a Cordelius, unless the Cord actually managed to get some few scores before us. And unfortunately, I died to an unexpected Rico, and the same goes for our Leon, but luckily, the 8-bit is actually a really good player and a good laner. He places here, which is a good placement, since if they're gonna go middle or the right side, they're not gonna expect something behind the walls, which is exactly what the 8-bit is gonna do. And 3, 2, 1, and he's gonna spawn there, and that is how you lane correctly. Now you saw how laning should work. Now let's actually lane with my pro team with Rayan and Mamargo. Now I'm not gonna spoil which team they are, and I'm gonna coach them a little bit with the lanes. So they're gonna pick two lanes. With Mamargo trying to go middle, I trying to go behind so I can help Margot, and Rain trying to go right side so we can easily defeat the enemies. Now let's see our enemies. Now I can easily defeat them with my gadget, except for the Edgar, which I have to make sure that Mamargo can actually defeat them. Luckily, Mamargo is a pro player, so easy peasy. We see them, we can easily kill them, and I get the first kill. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Get the second kill, but only because Mamargo helped me. And Rayan also almost gets the kill, gets destroyed, but he does a good job keeping the right lane untacked for our enemies. So the enemies can't even try. Now, since we know the same thing, we can just quickly see if anyone's here. We know the Colt was here, so we killed him. No one's actually in these bushes. Mamargo can prove it. And Rain can keep the left bushes up ahead. I can see all of these two. Mamargo can just easily draft versus these two. I get an accidental kill on Edgar, and these two actually manage. Hopefully today was an actually good day, and I give you some good tips on how to become a pro player and better at laning.